broken up in 2023 because Selena Gomez just posted a statement about Hailey Bieber and then deleted.
The internet erupted recently when Selena Gomez appeared to reignite her long-standing feud with Hailey Bieber, a drama that many thought had been laid to rest. The spark came from a seemingly innocuous Wall Street Journal interview with Hailey, which was meant to focus on her skincare brand, Rhode Skin. Instead, it spiraled into a viral moment that dragged Selena, Hailey, and Justin Bieber back into a messy love triangle narrative that feels like it's been pulled straight out of 2018. Fans, social media sleuths, and gossip accounts went into overdrive, dissecting every word, glance, and deleted post, turning what could have been a fleeting celebrity spat into a full-blown cultural phenomenon. This wasn't just another vague subtweet or passing shade. It was a raw, real-time clash that unfolded live on Instagram, leaving the internet buzzing with theories, memes, and divided loyalties. The drama kicked off during Hailey's Wall Street Journal interview, which was intended to promote Rhode Skin, her billion-dollar valued skincare brand. The interviewer asked a seemingly harmless question about whether Hailey felt competitive with other beauty brands at Sephora, where Rhode Skin and Selena's rare beauty products sit side by side. It was a fair question, given the direct competition between the two brands. But Hailey's response set the internet ablaze. She smiled, nodded, and said, "I think there's space for everybody. I'm most competitive with myself. I don't feel competitive with people I'm not inspired by." That last line, "people I'm not inspired by," was the match that lit the fuse. On paper, it seemed professional, even diplomatic. But fans, ever vigilant, caught the subtext immediately. The phrase was vague enough to be deniable, but pointed enough to raise eyebrows, especially given the history between Hailey and Selena. Within minutes, social media platforms like Twitter and TikTok were flooded with clips of the interview juxtaposed with videos of Selena passionately promoting rare beauty. The implication was clear to many. Hailey was throwing shade, subtly suggesting that Selena's brand, or perhaps Selena herself, wasn't inspiring. The internet didn't need much to run with it. Hashtags like #HaileyBieberIsOverParty and #TeamSelena began trending almost instantly. Fans pointed out the timing, the tone, and even the way Hailey's publicist reportedly tried to steer the conversation away when rare beauty was mentioned, which only fueled suspicions. Comment sections turned into battlegrounds, with some accusing Hailey of being deliberately shady and others defending her, arguing that her words were taken out of context. The drama escalated when TikTok users and YouTubers started churning out reaction videos with titles like "Hailey throws shade at Selena again" and "Why Hailey can't stop talking about Selena." Even Sephora employees got in on the chaos, posting playful TikToks swapping rare beauty displays with Rhode Skin ones, turning the rivalry into a lighthearted beauty brand war. The internet was eating it up, and what was meant to be a routine promotional interview had become a PR nightmare for Hailey's team. But if Hailey's comment was the spark, Selena's response was the gasoline. A few days after the interview, Selena took to Instagram stories with a post that was equal parts classy and cutting. In a brief, calm message, she wrote, "Just leave the girl alone. She can say whatever she wants. It doesn't affect my life whatsoever. It's just about relevance, not intelligence. Be kind. All brands inspire me. There's room for everyone. Hopefully, we can all stop now." The post was a masterclass in subtle shade. The line, "It's just about relevance, not intelligence," landed like a quiet bomb, a polite but pointed jab that fans immediately interpreted as a response to Hailey's not inspired comment. And the closing line, "All brands inspire me," was a direct flip of Hailey's words, a way of saying, "I'm above this and I'm not playing your game." Selena deleted the post within minutes, but the internet moves faster than that. Screenshots were already circulating, and fans were dissecting every word like it was a coded message. Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram lit up with reactions, with users praising Selena's poise while others debated whether she'd gone too far. The real explosion came when Selena went live on Instagram the next morning. Fans had been on edge, waiting to see if she'd address the drama further, and when the notification popped up, "Selena Gomez is live," the internet lost it. Within seconds, thousands were tuned in, and screen recordings began flooding social media. According to those who caught the live before it vanished, Selena started off in her usual warm, grounded way, thanking fans for supporting rare beauty and talking about mental health and self-love. It was classic Selena, calm, relatable, and sincere. But then someone in the comments mentioned Hailey's name, and the mood shifted. Selena paused, her smile fading slightly, and let out a quiet sigh. "Look, I know what's being said," she said, her voice steady but firm. I've seen the interviews. I don't want to keep talking about people, but I also don't like when people say things that are clearly meant to sting and then act innocent. The comment section erupted. Fans were typing furiously, screaming, "She's talking about Hailey." And finally, she's addressing it. Clips of that moment spread like wildfire, with captions like "Selena breaks her silence" and "Selena claps back at Hailey." Selena didn't stop there. She leaned into the moment, still calm but with an edge of resolve. "I'm not going to pretend to be unbothered when people keep taking little digs," she said. That line hit hard, resonating with fans who'd watched her navigate years of public scrutiny. She wasn't yelling or being petty, she was setting boundaries, and the internet couldn't get enough. Then came the line that sent shockwaves: "Words matter." And saying you're not inspired by someone when that person has done nothing but try to be kind, that's not the energy I'm about. It was a mic drop moment, delivered with such quiet confidence that it felt like a turning point. Fans clipped the quote, set it to dramatic music, and plastered it across TikTok and X. Selena wrapped up the live with a final, poignant statement. "I wish her well. I really do, but I'm not going to be silent about being disrespected anymore." The screen went black, and the live ended, but the internet was just getting started. Within hours, #SelenaLive was trending worldwide. Fan edits, reaction videos, and think pieces flooded social media. Some praised Selena for her grace and strength, calling it a soft power moment, where she stood her ground without stooping to pettiness. Others questioned whether the live was exaggerated or even fabricated, though the sheer volume of screenshots and recordings made that hard to believe. News outlets jumped on the story, with headlines like "Selena Gomez addresses Hailey Bieber feud" and "Selena's viral live shuts down Hailey's shade." Meanwhile, Hailey's team scrambled to do damage control. A TMZ article quoted sources close to Hailey claiming her Wall Street Journal comments were misinterpreted and had nothing to do with Selena or Rare Beauty. They insisted she was talking about skincare brands in general, not a specific person, and that the publication had framed the interview misleadingly. But the internet wasn't buying it. Fans pointed out the suspicious timing and Hailey's publicist's attempt to dodge the Rare Beauty question, arguing that the context was clear. Hailey stayed silent publicly, but she liked a few cryptic tweets about being misunderstood, which only added fuel to the fire. This drama isn't just about two celebrities trading barbs, it's about money, branding, and the beauty industry's cutthroat competition. Rare Beauty, Selena's brand, is built on inclusivity, mental health advocacy, and authenticity, resonating with a wide audience. Rhode Skin, on the other hand, leans into sleek minimalism and luxury aesthetics, targeting a similar demographic. Both brands compete directly on Sephora shelves, and their rivalry is as much about market share as it is about personal history. Hailey's "not inspired" comment wasn't just a personal jab, it was a subtle attempt to position Rhode above Rare Beauty in a crowded market. But the irony? The drama benefited both brands. After the feud reignited, Rhode Skin saw a spike in sales, and Rare Beauty gained nearly 1 million new Instagram followers following Selena's live. Whether it was calculated or just chaos, the rivalry kept both brands in the headlines and their products flying off shelves. This isn't the first time Selena and Hailey have been pitted against each other. Their history is a saga of public breakups, overlapping relationships, and relentless media scrutiny. It all traces back to their connection with Justin Bieber, Selena's on-again, off-again relationship with him in the 2010s, and Hailey's marriage to him in 2018. The internet has never let them move on, constantly framing them as rivals in a love triangle that no longer exists. The drama hit a peak in 2023 with the infamous eyebrow gate, when Selena posted a lighthearted Instagram story about over-laminating her brows, only for fans to accuse Hailey and Kylie Jenner of mocking her in a similar post. The backlash was so intense, complete with death threats to Hailey, that Selena publicly asked fans to stop the hate. The two even posed for a hug photo at an event that year, a moment that briefly convinced fans the feud was over. But the internet dissected that too, debating whether the smiles were genuine or forced.